where he always is, with the people, right? Said the best part of the job is he doesn't have to wear that heavy uniform no more, right? Here you go. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, John, and thank you for thank you, Maria, for getting the crowd out here today. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Thank you for coming out tonight for National Night Out. This is our ninth stop, actually our 10th stop over the last 2 nights, and we've been, it's been incredible seeing so many people from the community come out and actually thanking people in the neighborhood. And tonight really is about a celebration of thanking the community and the people that are going to be recognized tonight and your efforts to make your neighborhood safe. And also the police department working on their community policing model and making sure that we all know each other. So I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I want to thank Captain Fong and all the Office A1. And where's Captain Fong? He's around somewhere. Thank you, Captain, for your great work. And we just walked up the dog park. What a pretty cool dog park up there. It's probably like the hippest, best dog park. It's like a condo for dogs, so, But I want to thank you. And I also want to thank, we're joined tonight by a bunch of elected officials who have been going around the city, and I'm going to introduce them to you. I'm going to start with City Councilors citywide. Anissa Asabi George is with us. Thank you, Councilor George. City Councilor citywide Michael Flaherty's here. Where's Councilor Flaherty? Thank you, Michael. All the way from South Boston, and when he came over, he didn't know. He was following a flag, and when he realized it wasn't orange, it was red, he said, oh, he's in the wrong neighborhood. City Councilor Eddie Flynn is here. Thank you, Ed. Your district City Councilor, Lydia Edwards, is here. Your state Senator, Joe Boncory, is here. The district attorney of Suffolk County, who has been doing this for 25 straight years, and Dan Conley is retiring after 25 years in public service. And honestly, he's done an incredible job in so many different ways. And I said this earlier, not just about locking people up who are committing crimes, but actually changing the attitude and the atmosphere in the office to really work and helping people return their lives and get their life back on track. Dan Conley, thank you, Dan. And right behind me, the guy who just never stops talking, who I love, the sheriff of Suffolk County, Steve Tompkins, is in the house. When Steve talks, he yells, and I started yelling last night, and Dan Conley said, if you keep it up, I'm going to put you away. I'm like, thanks. And I want to thank you, and I'm going to, I think I got everybody. Oh, Chief Green from the MBTA Police. Thank you, Chief Green. We have the Mass State Police representation here from the State East. Thank you. We have Suffolk University Police. Thank you very much. I know Suffolk's here somewhere. And thank you, Suffolk, for your collaboration as well in the neighborhood. I don't know if we have Joe Finn. I know the Fire Commission has been following us around, but if he's here, thank you, Joe Finn. And Chief Hooley from EMS. Thank you, Chief, for your great work as well. I just want to give a couple of quick updates here. One is Suffolk University Police are collaborating with A1 Police. And I want to thank Suffolk for that, because it truly is a partnership. And when you think about a neighborhood and the opportunity to have a true partnership, having those type of relationships as well with the state police is so important. So thank you for that. Captain Fong has been putting extra patrols down the north end during the feasts. Last year we had some problems in the north end, and this year Captain Fong is making sure we eliminate that to make sure that doesn't happen. So I want to thank you, Captain, for your great work there. Chris Cook, the Parks Commissioner, is at the request of a lot of neighborhoods, is keeping the lights on in most of our parks this year in the summertime. So we keep down on the loitering in there and making sure that people can see into the park. So we're working to make sure the lights stay on in the park. As you know, the North Square reconstruction is ongoing, and the Paul Revere Mall, the Prado, is supposed to be under construction right now, but I think we start in a couple days. So we're going to be doing a big renovation there with the help of the City Council, who approved it in the capital budget last year and reaffirmed it this year. So I want to thank them. The Nazaro Center, Community Center, we're working on a study so we can start a design phase of how we're going to move forward in the Nazaro Center. So I know that'll be moving forward, and the Elliott School expansion is ongoing. I just drove by it. It looks incredible. So we're going to be seeing some good things down the neighborhood. Yesterday in Boston, we had an incredible, what I think was an incredible day of a passing of the torch in the Boston Police Department. I want to thank Commissioner Evans for his 5 years of great service to our city. Implemented a lot of great programming in here, and was nationally recognized by President Obama as a model for community policing. And when the commissioner told me about a month ago he was going to leave, we had to talk about who the next commissioner was, and we didn't have to look far. It was an easy choice. We chose a person who started as a cadet on the Boston Police Department. He worked his way up to the police department, became a rank-and-file police officer. He served in many different leadership capacities before taking over the night command for the Boston Police Department as deputy superintendent. 5 years ago, he was elevated to the position of chief of the department. This Willie Gross is a person who, if you don't know him, when you see him, you know exactly what type of person he is. He's a happy guy. He's a happy person, but he's also one of the most qualified people ever to step in on his first day as a commissioner of the Boston Police Department or any police department in the country. And as I said yesterday, he will be America's next great commissioner. So I'd like to introduce to you the 42nd Police Commissioner of the City of Boston, Chief Commissioner Willie Gross.
Hey, that's a raise, the chief commissioner. I love it. Hey, let's hear it for Mayor Walsh. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without him. And let's hear it for our elected officials and all of our partnerships that you see here before you. Let's give them a hand. I tell you, I'm a proud kid from the community. My single-parent mother surely had help from members of the community to help raise me. I never forget where I came from. Right? That's why I appreciate Boston, because our communities are number one. North End, you know you have bragging rights, and you know you do for so many reasons. And give yourselves a hand on that one. You are the North End. Paul Revere. So let's talk about National Night Out, right? The recognition of people that do the right thing through the entire year to make sure their neighbors are safe, the businesses are safe, and the community is very safe. So this is your night, but we appreciate that day in and day out you look out for each other. That's what makes this city so strong, our collaborative efforts to look out for each other. We can't do this alone. What's unique about Boston is our partnership under community policing. Everybody's involved. And at this time, I'd love to thank the Boston Police Foundation, what they do for our law enforcement officers. And my family, Target of South Bay, that found themselves in the North End, let's thank them as well, because they take care of the community. And I've had a group of BPD officers following me around every day, and they are right there, our officers and our command staff. We love community policing. And as we move forward together, we vow to work with everyone you see here, all of you, and we are committed to making this city the best that it can be. So you heard it right. President Obama recognized us, 21st century policing is one of the best, and we remain that way. But it can only get better with all of you at our side. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi.
Get up here, Dan Conley. Say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor Walsh. Let's hear it for our new police commissioner, Willie Gross. He needs our support. He needs our help. Let's give it to him. It's off to a great start. As the mayor mentioned, this is the 25th year in a row that I've participated in National Night Out. The first 8 years was a member of the city council from Hyde Park and Rosendale, and now for the last 17 summers as your district attorney. It's been a great honor and a privilege to serve in that role. But as the mayor mentioned, I'm not going to run for re-election this year. Time to move on. And it's been, like I said, the privilege of a lifetime to serve in this most important role in making our city and our county as safe as it can possibly be. I just want to take a minute to say to the folks from the North End, thank you. Thank you for the many years of support that you've given me. You've been fabulous. I really appreciate it. Just give you a quick funny story. As you know better than anyone else, the North End's changed a lot in the last 17 years, and even more probably the last 25 years or so. But 17 years ago, when I came here as a kid from Hyde Park asking for people to give me a vote, you know, they looked at me with a little bit of a scant eye until I told them I was Menz Italiano. My grandfather and my grandmother both came from Italy. And when my grandmother, actually from Sicily, settled right up here at number 10 Hull Street. So when I met with the senior citizens here, they have two groups. You elected officials citywide know this. The young seniors, you have to be 75 to get into that group. And the old seniors, you have to be 85 to get in that group. So once they found that I was half Italian, they embraced me like a son of the North End and treated me with such fantastic support, and I can't thank you enough. So it's been great to be your district attorney, and I look forward to the next several months in serving you. Thank you all very much, and happy National Night Out.
Folks, let's hear it again for the DA. Let me talk about the partnership with this man. For decades, not only has he fought alongside of BPD for justice and equality and making sure the victims of the Commonwealth receive justice, Suffolk County, but what about the youth and preventing them from going down the wrong path? He's been instrumental in that as well, whether it's counseling, basketball for peace, soccer for peace, internships for the youth in our community. He's done the right thing by us, so we're going to miss him, so let's give him a hand. Thank you. And here's another young man, my big brother, the sheriff of Suffolk County, Steve Tompkins. He is the man.
So look at the two of us. Who's the big brother? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, right. Good evening, North End. I can't feel you. One more time. Is North End in the house? So listen, I'm going to pile on the Dan Conley train. A couple of years ago, Danny and I had an opportunity to travel together. And I got to say to you, when you talk about pound for pound, a gentleman is just rock solid and really cares not only about his family, his kids, and his community, he cares about all of us. And so, Dan, just from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done. You've been a rock star, man. Thank you, and good fortune wherever you go next. Okay? All right. One other shout out I want to give before I thank everybody here. We've got a young lady who's been making sure that we get in our cars and get from location to location and making sure that we're on track. That's Miss Carrie Ryan. Give her a big hand. All right, Carrie. Listen, folks, the long and the short of it is this. We live in tumultuous times, there's no doubt. But with community being strong, community being together, the way we are and the way that you are, we can combat any evil. And right now, we've got some things going on, not just nationally, but globally. And so we're going to have each other's back and not be at each other's neck. Would you agree with that? We definitely have to look out for our kids, our families, and our communities. So thank you for coming out tonight. We are glad that the North End has provided a breeze for us tonight, because every place that we've been, it's been very hot. So thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Happy National Night Out.
And now I'm going to turn the mic over to Captain Fong.
Thanks, Mayor. So I have the honor of giving out tonight's Community Service Award. So if I can have Leslie and the REF team come on up. Leslie, come on up. And so REF, which is the Responsible Urbanites for Fido, it's a group of pet-friendly neighbors who take pride and welcome folks in the neighborhood. They love dogs, promote responsible dog ownership, and work to provide safe, healthy recreational venues for dogs to exercise and socialize. The group was founded by Leslie and Amy Hand in 2012, and by 2015, REF initiated a pilot park program here at DeFilippo Park. And in the fall of 2017, with the help of fundraising and grants, the North End Dog Park became an official dog recreation space managed by an enthusiastic team of volunteers. And I think everybody knows where the park is. It's a beautiful, awesome park. And this year's Community Service Award goes to Leslie and her team from REF. And thank you for all your hard work and the beautiful space that you guys have created here. Thank you.
Thank you. again.
Thank you. Thanks, Leslie.
Captain Fong, thank you very much. We appreciate all your hard work. And as you know, Teddy Boyle works very hard as a member of North End Against Drugs. We're glad to have him with us. He's been here since the beginning with us. And so we appreciate all the hard work that the Boston Police does for us in the North End, keeping us safe and keeping us friendly. So thank you all very much. I did want to, one person that didn't get mentioned, he has to not be here tonight, but he's one of the major sponsors of our event, is my good friend and our state representative, Aaron Michaelwitz. Aaron is a major sponsor. I want to thank our senator, the mayor, city councilor Edwards, along with all of the sponsors that we have, the posters around the neighborhood. We have over 75 sponsors. So thank you all very much. Enjoy the night.